On a clear afternoon in March 1876, under a cloudless sky, something impossible fell from above. It wasn't rain. It wasn't hail. It wasn't snow. It was meat. Chunks of flesh, some fresh, some dried, fell silently onto farmland in rural Kentucky. No storm, no warning, no explanation. And to this day, no one can fully agree on what actually fell from the sky. March 3, 1876. Bath County, Kentucky. A quiet rural area. Rolling hills. Farms stretching for miles. No factories. No slaughterhouses nearby. On the afternoon of that day, a woman named Mrs. Allen Crouch was outside her home, making soap in her yard. It was peaceful, normal, ordinary, until she looked up. Without warning, small pieces began falling from the sky. First, she thought they were snowflakes. Then she realized they were landing with a soft, wet sound. The pieces fell over an area nearly 100 yards long. They varied in size, some as small as flakes, others as large as a human hand. Witnesses described the pieces as red, pink, gray, fibrous. It didn't smell rotten. It didn't smell cooked. It smelled like fresh meat. No clouds appeared overhead. The sky remained blue, and then, just as suddenly as it started, it stopped. The ground was covered, and the questions began. Neighbors came running. Some prayed, some panicked, some stood frozen in disbelief. This was 1876. No internet, no television, no instant explanations. People did what humans have always done when faced with the unknown. They touched it. A few even tasted it. According to historical accounts, several men claimed it tasted like venison, mutton, or beef. Others refused to go near it. One witness reportedly said, "It was flesh, unmistakably flesh." Fear spread fast. Was it a sign, a punishment, a warning, or something far worse? Samples of the meat were collected and sent to scientists. Microscopes were used. Chemical tests were done. Early conclusions were conflicting. Some scientists believed the samples were lung tissue, muscle fiber, cartilage. One report suggested it was horse meat. Another claimed it resembled human tissue. A conclusion later retracted. The confusion only deepened. Then came the most widely accepted explanation. Scientists proposed that a flock of vultures may be responsible. Vultures, when threatened or startled, sometimes vomit to escape predators. The theory suggested a large group of vultures had fed on a carcass. They were startled mid-flight. They released their stomach contents simultaneously. But there was a problem. Several problems. Vultures usually vomit partially digested food. The meat found in Kentucky was fresh, undigested, spread too evenly, over too wide an area. And most importantly, no one saw any vultures. Not before, not during, not after. If it was animals, why wasn't it digested? If it was a prank, how was it spread so widely? If it was natural, why has it never happened again like this? Newspapers across the country reported the incident. It became known as the Kentucky Meat Shower, and even today, over a century later, it remains one of the strangest true-life events ever recorded. This wasn't folklore. This wasn't a legend. It was witnessed, documented, studied. It reminds us of something unsettling, that even in a world we believe we understand, there are moments where reality breaks its own rules, moments where science hesitates, moments where humans are forced to admit we don't know everything. So let me ask you, if you were standing there that day and meat began falling from a clear blue sky, what would you believe? If you want more real-life stories that feel unreal, subscribe to the channel, because some events don't need imagination, they only need the truth.